Another midnight staring at this empty life. The sheets are tangled up, the duvet's cold on your side. No warmth left here to run to, no place left to hide. I turn my face into the cot and the sand is almost gone. Another lonely battle being fought until the dawn. My body's tired, my eyes are dry from staring at the roof, until the heavy feeling comes and offers up the proof. It's saltwater on the pillow, soaking through the case, a map of every tear I shed for your absent face. The stains are drying by the morning light, a lonely silent diary of the endless night. It's a bitter kind of ocean right here in my bed, for every single word we left unsaid. Just saltwater on the pillow, tide I can't control, washing over the wreckage of my soul. Changed the sheets last Tuesday, bought a brand new set. Thought a fresh start might erase all the regret. For every time I chose my pride over one more kiss, now I'm drowning in this dark emotional abyss. I lay my head down gently, try to count the sheep, but all I count are minutes that I fail to keep. From spinning into memories of how your arms felt tight before the floodgates opened on this final lonely night. It's saltwater on the pillow, soaking through the case, a map of every tear I shed for your absent face. The stains are drying by the morning light, a lonely silent diary of the endless night. It's a bitter kind of ocean right here in my bed, for every single word we left unsaid. Just saltwater on the pillow, a tide I can't control, washing over the wreckage of my soul. The fabric's getting crunchy where the tears have dried, a physical manifestation of the love that died. I should probably get a new one, a firmer, cleaner place, but I can't bear to lose this final tear-stained trace of how much you meant to me, of how much this still hurts. A collection of the pain in silent, salty spurt. It's saltwater on the pillow, soaking through the case, a map of every tear I shed for your absent face. The stains are drying by the morning light, a lonely silent diary of the endless night. It's a bitter kind The colors are all faded, the tracking's kinda rough, just like the love we had when the going got tough. It starts with you laughing at something I must have said before the static settled permanent inside my head. It's a VHS of summer stuck on rewind, the only place I can go to leave the pain behind. The picture's grainy, the audio cuts in and out like the way you left me with so much doubt. We were bright, we were glowing, we were golden then, but you can't hit fast forward to make it happen again. Just a low resolution memory of a love that didn't last. A VHS of summer living in the past. It's a VHS of summer stuck on rewind, the only place I can go to leave the pain behind. The picture's grainy, the audio cuts in and out like the way you left me with so much doubt. We were bright, we were glowing, we were golden then, but you can't hit fast forward to make it happen again. Just a low resolution memory of a love that didn't last. A VHS of summer living in the past. The tape is wearing thin, I'm scared I'll wear it out. Erase the only evidence of what we were about. It's fragile, it's delicate, like my sanity right now. Holding on to this analog promise anyhow. I rewind it one more time just to see your face before the permanent blankness takes its place. It's a VHS of summer stuck on rewind, the only place I can go to leave the pain behind. The picture's grainy, the audio cuts in and out like the way you left me with so much doubt. We were bright, we were glowing, we were golden then, but you can't hit fast forward to make it happen again. Just a low resolution memory of a love that didn't last. A VHS of summer living in the past. A VHS of summer playing on a loop, getting dumber and dumber, just fuzz and gray. The only way I see you again. The notification popped up, 12:53. A reminder from my phone, you're a ghost to me. Call back, mom, 9 a.m. Text work 10:15. And underneath the number I recognize between the digits of my past, a history I erased. It's been 8 months since the number was replaced, but the voicemail icon has a little red one you decided we were done. It's the forgotten birthday voicemail, a little digital time capsule I didn't derail. I pressed play, hold my breath, and there you are, wishing me happiness from impossibly afar. Your voice is lighter than untouched by the final fight before the happy birthday turned into goodbye night. Just a 5-second message I can't pay to delete, the only piece of you that still feels sweet. I know exactly what you said, I've played it in my head 100,000 times while lying in this empty bed. Hey, happy birthday, hope your day is great. A casual, easy tone that now I only hate, because it reminds me that you used to be that easy, that free, before the silence grew up between you and me. I listen for the background noise, the cafe where you were, trying to place the moment before everything became a blur. It's the forgotten birthday voicemail, a little digital time capsule I didn't derail. I pressed play, hold my breath, and there you are, wishing me happiness from impossibly afar. Your voice is lighter than untouched by the final fight before the happy birthday turned into goodbye night. Just a 5-second message I can't bear to delete, the only piece of you that still feels sweet. Is all that's left of you and me. It's the last time I heard you say my name with a smile. I guess I'll keep this echo for a little. It's the forgotten birthday voicemail, a little digital time capsule I didn't derail. I pressed play, hold my breath, and there you are, wishing me happiness from impossibly afar. Your voice is lighter by the final fight before the happy birthday turned into goodbye night. Just a 5-second message I can't bear to delete, the only piece of you that still feels sweet. The only piece left of you. Happy birthday, I miss you too. The radio is playing a generic happy tune. I turn it off, can't stand another hollow croon of finding love and living well, and promises that last. When my whole life is slowing down, stuck inside the past, I pick up my guitar and dust off the strings for real. Try to write a new song about how I feel, but every chord progression, every word I try to start leads me back to the rhythm of a missing broken heart. It's the melody of missing you, a slow and quiet hum, a bass line of the pain that makes me feel so numb. It doesn't have a chorus, no big hope for rise, just a silent song, but maybe make it bright and fast. Pretend that the leaving was just something in the past. But the major chords feel hollow, they upbeat rhythm lies. The truth lives in the minor key, where the sad soul cries. We wrote it down once, remember how it soared. Now I just said the sheet music, the parts I have ignored, the spaces where your vocals used to weave so tight with mine. A perfect, beautiful harmony we left behind the line. It's the melody of missing you, a slow and quiet hum, a bass line of the pain that makes me feel so numb. It doesn't have a chorus, no big hopeful rise, just a silent, somber tempo of my tear-filled eyes. It's not a catchy pop song, there's no hook to sing along, just the honest, aching cadence of a love gone wrong. It's the saddest, longest ballad I've ever had to play. The melody of missing you every single day. Maybe one day the tempo will speed up for me. Maybe a bridge will form where a chasm used to be. But right now the only music that makes any sense to me is the lonely, looping, heartbreaking R&B of the silence you left, the space you occupy, the constant aching sound of an unspoken goodbye. It's the melody of missing you, a slow and quiet hum, a bass line of the pain that makes me feel so numb. It doesn't have a chorus, no big hopeful rise, just a silent, somber tempo of my tear-filled eyes. It's not a catchy pop song, there's no hook to sing along, just the honest, aching cadence of a love gone wrong. It's the saddest, longest ballad I've ever had to play. The melody of missing you every single day. Just playing this sad song, just playing this sad song. Ruins a routine. The alarm still goes off at 7 in the dark, to a life that you erased and the promise it forgot. I still make the coffee, 2 spoons of sugar, light cream, a habit that keeps up the ghost of a dead dream. I walk the same route to the grocery store downtown, where we picked out the wine and we messed around. The world keeps spinning, the city keeps its pace, while I'm stuck here walking around this empty, hollow place. And I'm living in the ruins of routine, staring at the wreckage of what we had been. Every Tuesday night was takeout time for 2. Now it's just me in the silence, all because of you. The structure of our days, the rhythm of our life, it's just a pile of rubble from the separation strife. I go through the motions, a robot laundry pile is growing. I wash your clothes with mine, hoping that the sand will cross the drying line. The mundane tasks we share, the chores we used to hate, are the only things left now, keeping me up straight. I talk to the dog about the weather in my day, like you're just in the next room and everything's okay. But I know you're not there, I know it's just a lie, another broken habit I can't leave unmodified. And I'm living in the ruins of routine, staring at the wreckage of what we had been. Every Tuesday night was takeouts 1:30. Now it's just me in the silence, all because of you. The structure of our days, the rhythm of our life, it's just a pile of rubble from the separation strife. I go through the motions, a robot cold and clean, lost in the silent ruins of routine. I tried to break the pattern, tried to stay in bed all day, but the ghost of our agenda wouldn't let me stay. It's like you built a prison with habits and with time, and I'm serving a life sentence for a victimless crime. The hardest thing is knowing that for you it's all brand new. You're building a new world, a new routine without me and you. And I'm living in the ruins of routine, staring at the wreckage of what we had been. Every Tuesday night was takeouts 1:30. Now it's just me in the silence, all because of you. The structure of our days, the rhythm of our life, it's just a pile of rubble from the separation strife. I go through the motions, a robot cold and clean, lost in the silent ruins of routine. Ruins of routine, the saddest thing I've ever seen. Our perfect little scene. Ruins of routine. The world outside is loud tonight, a city that won't sleep. But the quiet in this apartment cuts impossibly deep. The space where your laughter used to break the air, it's just a dead zone now, an empty hollow glare. I'm listening for a sign, a flicker of the past, a signal that the love we had was meant to truly last. But all I hear is the absence, the quiet of the end, the most deafening sound from my former best friend. And the silence here is screaming, a constant low-grade hum. My heart is sounding off alarms, but my lips are staying numb. I'm trapped inside this moment, paralyzed by the decay. The sirens in the silence just won't go away. They flash behind my eyelids, a red and blue review of every single warning sign I ignored when I had you. A quiet catastrophe playing out inside my mind. The sirens in the silence you left behind. I check the street below me, a normal Friday night. People laughing, living, bathed in artificial light. They don't hear the emergency that's playing out in here. The slow motion disaster of my biggest fear. Your ghost is in the kitchen, by the window, by the door. Every And the silence here is screaming, a constant low-grade hum. My heart is sounding off alarms, but my lips are staying numb. I'm trapped inside this moment, paralyzed by the decay. The sirens in the silence just won't go away. They flash behind my eyelids, a red and blue review of every single warning sign I ignored when I had you. A quiet catastrophe playing out inside my mind. The sirens in the silence you left behind. I wanna make some noise, smash a plate against the wall, do anything to break this terrifying lonely pall. But I just sit here frozen, a victim of the scene, trapped in the quiet wreckage of what we had been. The emergency is over, the damage has been done, and I'm the only survivor sitting in the dying sun. And the silence here is screaming, a constant low-grade hum. My heart is sounding off alarms, but my lips are staying numb. I'm trapped inside this moment, paralyzed by the decay. The sirens in the silence just won't go away. They flash behind my eyelids, a red and blue review of every single warning sign I ignored when I had you. A quiet catastrophe playing out inside my mind. The sirens in the silence you left behind. Sirens in silence, a silent quiet violence. No one comes to save me now. Sirens in silence. The room is dark now, the city's gone to sleep. Only the glowing screens are promises to keep. My phone is on the charger, lighting up the wall. With every text that doesn't come, a little piece of me does fall. I'm scrolling through the gallery, our digital museum. The brightness on the pictures, I can barely see them. Through the blur in my eyes, the tears that start to sting. The only light I have now is the sorrow that you bring. It's the blue light memories flashing on my face, 1,000 curated moments I can't replace. The screen glows cold, illuminating all the lies. A digital ocean of our shared goodbyes. Every filter we used to make it look so true, just another shade of blue without you. I'm living in the glow of the life we used to chase. Blue light memories I can't erase. Blue light memories I can't erase. I mute your name on social media, try to set myself free, but the algorithm keeps showing me where you used to be. Tagged in all locations, a smiling happy ghost, reminding me of everything that I have loved the most. The brightness hurts my eyes, but I can't look away. Stuck in this endless feed, night turns into day. The pixels hold the promise of a future we design, not just data on a server, leaving me behind. It's the blue light memory own face down on the wood. Try to break the cycle, do the things I know I should, but the screen keeps glowing, just a quiet little hum, calling me back to the place where I feel completely numb. The battery is dying, just like our final spark, leaving me here alone, stranded in the dark. It's the blue light memories flashing on my face, 1,000 curated moments I can't replace. The screen glows cold, illuminating all the lights, a digital ocean of our shared goodbyes. Every filter we used to make it look so true, just another shade of blue without you. I'm living in the glow of the life we used to chase. Blue light memories I can't erase. I found the map we bought in that old bookstore down the street, the one with all the cities we swore we'd one day meet. We used a silver marker to circle where we'd land, holding the future tightly, written by your hand. From Tokyo to Paris, a world of possibility, perfect paper promise of you and me. Now it's on the table, the edges frayed and curled, a detailed, beautiful diagram of a broken world. And I'm unraveling our atlas, tracing the lines we drew. Every highway and back road leads straight back to you. The roads we planned together are just painful geography, a map of places where we'll never be. Ink is running blurred by every tear I cry, for all the destinations that we had to pass by. Just a roadmap of regret, a blueprint of the past, unraveling our atlas, a dream that couldn't last. We planned a road trip down the old Route 66, thought we could fix anything with love's simple tricks. The map is marked with little hearts where we would stay. Now those motels and diners feel a million miles away. I touched the Rockies where we plan to watch the snow, a mountain range of memories, nowhere else to go. I can't chart a new course, I don't know where to start, with a compass that is broken and a half-empty heart. And I'm unraveling our atlas, tracing the lines we drew. Every highway and back road leads straight back to you. The routes we planned together are just painful geography, a map of places where we'll never be. The ink is running blurred by every tear I cry, for all the destinations paper by a shared specific dream. Now it's just a warning sign by a dried up stream. And I'm unraveling our atlas, tracing the lines we drew. Every highway and back road leads straight back to you. The routes we planned together are just painful geography, a map of places where we'll never be. Me is running blurred by every tear I cry, for all the destinations that we had to pass by. Just a roadmap of regret, a blueprint of the past, unraveling our atlas, a dream that couldn't last. Unraveling our atlas, staring at the places we'll never see, just roads to misery. Unraveling our atlas. The first sharp sting is fading, the shock is wearing off, the numbness of the fallout, the emotional cost. It's been a couple weeks now since you said the final word, since the quiet of the night was the only sound I heard. I thought that I was healing, thought the worst was finally through, but then I heard our song playing and the feeling came anew. It's not the sudden heartbreak that knocks me to the floor, it's this slow dull knowing that you're not here anymore. And it's this familiar ache, a heavy sinking weight, the quiet steady rhythm of a love that came too late. It sits inside my ribs now, it doesn't scream or shout, it's just a silent understanding of what I'm without. Not a fresh wound bleeding, just an old consistent bruise, a melancholy feeling I just can't seem to lose. It's not the pain that kills me, it's the quiet constant break, living with this familiar ache. They say time heals everything, but time just makes it known that this specific kind of loneliness has made my heart its home. It's the lack of your keys turning in the lock at night, the absence of your shadow in the morning light. It's less about the memory, more about the gap, a permanent hole punched clean through the center of my map. I've learned to function with it, learned to breathe this thinner air, but every single second I know that you're not there. And it's this familiar ache, a heavy sinking weight, the quiet steady rhythm of a love that came too late. It sits inside my ribs now, it doesn't scream or shout, it's just a silent understanding of what I'm without. Not a fresh wound bleeding, just an old consistent bruise, a melancholy feeling I just can't seem to lose. It's not the pain that kills me, it's the quiet constant break, living with this familiar ache. I've stopped fighting the feeling, stopped trying to run away. I guess this ache is my partner for every lonely day. It's the last part of you that refuses to subside, the only place you live now where your memory can hide. It's a permanent resident, it's paid its final rent. foggy in this room, thicker than before. Ever since the silence settled on the bedroom door, I'm walking through the motions, just trying to get by. But every single second is a struggle to inhale. My lungs are tight with sorrow, my chest is caving in, a physical reaction to where our story's been. It's like the space you occupy took all the oxygen, leaving me drowning in a world that used to be a win. And I'm surviving on these shallow breath memories, gaps of the happiness we used to breathe, a quick sharp intake of the good times we once knew. Before the air ran out, before I lost you, every gasp for air is a reminder of the start, when breathing was so easy before the falling apart. Just shallow breaths and memories, just trying to survive, keeping the smallest pieces of my heart alive. I open up the window, let the midnight air come in, hoping for a freshness, a place where I can begin to breathe without the weight of your absence on my chest, to put these heavy feelings to their final aching test. But the air outside is empty, it doesn't do the trick. The pain is too systemic, now the wound is far too thick. It's less about the atmosphere and more about the soul, the empty space within me taking its heavy toll. And I'm surviving on these shallow breath memories, yeah, still the happiness we used to breathe, a quick short intake of the good times we once knew. Before the air ran out, before I lost you, every gasp for air is a reminder of the start, when breathing was so easy before the falling. Just shallow breaths and memories, just trying to survive, keeping the smallest pieces of my heart alive. They say to breathe deeply, fill up your weary lungs, but how do you do that when your favorite song is unsung? When the very air you need is the one you used to share. It's a cruel kind of torture, this love and this despair. I'm stuck here gasping, a fish out of the water we used to swim, just trying to make it while the lights are growing dim. And I'm surviving on these shallow breath memories, yeah, still the happiness we used to breathe, a quick short intake of the good times we once knew. Before the air ran out, before I lost you, every gasp for air is a reminder of the start, when breathing was so easy before the falling apart. Just shallow breaths and memories, just trying to survive, keeping the smallest pieces of my heart alive. Shallow breath memories, can't catch my breath, can't find the keys. Shallow breath, just memories. I used to think my heart was made of steel and stone, tough enough to make it in this world alone. Then you came like water, cutting through the edge, a road in every boundary, leading me to the ledge. I led you in too deep, baby, that was the mistake. Thought I was strong enough for any kind of break, but this isn't just a fracture, not a simple little crack. This is a demolition, and there's no turning back. You're not just breaking my heart, you're breaking my soul. Taking every piece of me, taking the whole, tearing down the foundation of who I used to be, leaving just the wreckage for the whole wide world to see. It's a deeper kind of damage, a permanent sort of scar, reminding me of exactly where you are, while I'm still bleeding, losing no control. You're not just breaking my heart, you're breaking my soul. The final words you said, they weren't sharp or mean, just quiet, simple phrases on a peaceful stereo scene. That's why it cuts so deep, the calm within the storm, the coldness of the silence where the love used to be warm. I stare into the mirror, I don't recognize the eyes, hollowed out by sorrow, paralyzed by the goodbyes. The person I was before you is gone, a memory now, a sacrifice I made to the breaking of the vow. You're not just breaking my heart, you're breaking my soul. Taking every piece of me, taking the whole, tearing down the foundation of who I used to be, leaving just the wreckage for the whole wide world to see. It's a deeper kind of damage, a permanent sort of scar, reminding me of exactly where you are, while I'm still bleeding, losing all control. You're not just breaking my heart, you're breaking my soul. A heart can heal eventually, they say it all the time, but a soul that's been dismantled can't commit to climb out of this dark valley, this emotional abyss. I'm just trapped here, wondering why it came to this. You didn't just walk out, you took the light with you, leaving a void in the middle of all I knew was true. You're not just breaking my heart, you're breaking my soul. Taking every piece of me, taking the whole, tearing down the foundation of who I used to be, leaving just the wreckage for the whole wide world to see. It's a deeper kind of damage, a permanent sort of scar, reminding me of exactly where you are, while I'm still bleeding, losing all control. You're not just breaking my heart, you're breaking my soul. Breaking my soul. Losing all control. Breaking my soul. Living just the whole. Paper cut promises hurt. Paper cut promises hurt. We didn't have the grand big cinematic fights, no screaming matches on the cold dark streets at night. It was all in the quiet, in the gentle fade away. 1,000 tiny compromises that we made along the way. The promises weren't heavy, they weren't cast in solid gold, just little whispered futures we were planning to unfold. Like next Friday we'll stay in on the beach trip in the fall. Now those casual comments feel like they were worth it all. And these paper cut promises hurt the most of all. 1,000 tiny slices that precede the final fall. They don't cause a massive bleed, no deep dramatic scar, just these little pains that show me where you are, far away from here, while I'm bleeding slow and low from the everyday assurances that you just let go. It's not the breakup that's killing me, it's the quiet cut promises that stop meaning anything. You said I'm here for you, a casual phrase you to use. Now that line on paper is the one I can't refuse to trace with my sad finger, a subtle, shallow slash, reminding me that I'll forever turn to ash in just a flash. It's the little things that crumble, the routine that falls apart, the daily simple futures that you cut right from my heart. You didn't need a sword or a dramatic heavy blade, just the casual lightness of every promise made. And these paper cut promises hurt the most of all, a thousand tiny slices that precede the final fall. They don't cause a massive bleed, no deep dramatic scar, just these little pains that show me where you are, far away from here while I'm bleeding slow and low from the everyday assurances that you just let go. It's not the breakup that's killing me, it's the quiet steady sting of all the paper cut promises that stop meaning anything. A deep cut heals with time, leaves a mark that you can't see, a single point of damage, a clear history. But 1,000 paper cuts, they drain you slow and sure, a silent kind of bleeding, impossible to cure. Paper cut promises hurt the most of all, a thousand tiny slices that precede the final fall. They don't cause a massive bleed, no deep dramatic scar, just these little pains that show me where you are, far away from here while I'm bleeding slow and low from the everyday assurances that you just let go. It's not the breakup that's killing me, it's the quiet steady sting of all the paper cut promises that stop meaning anything. It's hurt. I used to think it happened in a sudden single snap, like a dry stick cracking a clean and simple trap. A moment you could point to, a second in the air, where everything went silent and left you in despair. But it's not that fast, it's not a sudden shock, it's a slow, cold erosion, a ticking of the clock. It starts with a whisper, a promise getting thin, a quiet little compromise of where we should have been. This is how hearts break, not with a crash or a sound, but with a slow motion sinking of the solid ground. It's the silent accumulation of every word unsaid, the weight of every future lying cold and dead. It's not one grand finale, no dramatic final scene, it's the dismantling of everything we thought had been a gentle, slow surrender, a quiet, deep mistake. That's how hearts truly break. It's the way your hands stop reaching for mine in the dark, the cooling of the coffee, the fading of the spark, the subtle slight withdrawal, the distance in your eyes, the building of the wall between your truth and all my lies. I thought I'd feel the impact the moment that you chose to go, but you were already walking in an This is how hearts break, not with a crash or a sound, but with a slow motion sinking of the solid ground. It's the silent accumulation of every word unsaid, the weight of every future lying cold and dead. It's not one grand finale, no dramatic final scene. It's the dismantling of everything we thought had been a gentle, slow surrender, a quiet, deep mistake. It's how hearts truly break. I'm looking for the moment, the scientific spot where the love officially died, where the flame was finally shot. But there isn't one point, it's a process long and deep, a collection of the promises we just couldn't keep. It's the wear and tear of living when the effort starts to cease, the gradual concession that we'll never find our peace. This is how hearts break, not with a crash or a sound, but with a slow motion sinking of the solid ground. It's the silent accumulation of every word unsaid, the weight of every future lying cold and dead. It's not one grand finale, no dramatic final scene. It's the dismantling of everything we thought had been a gentle, slow surrender, a quiet, deep mistake. That's how hearts truly break. How hearts break, for goodness sake. Just a quiet ache. That's how hearts break. You can't see the damage, there's no cast on my arm, no stitches in my skin from a physical alarm. They look at me at work, they ask me how I've been. They don't see the silent bruises deep within, the kind that don't show purple, yellow, green or blue, the kind that just remind me I'm completely lost without you. It's a different kind of violence, a quiet emotional war, leaving me more broken than I've ever been before. These are the bruises beneath the skin, the private silent places where the pain begins. They don't need a bandage, they don't need a doctor's care, just a constant aching reminder that you're not there. A silent map of every single word we left unsaid, every happy future lying cold and dead. You can see the colors, but they're deep and they're widespread, the bruises beneath the skin you left instead. I cover up the feelings with a smile and a shrug, give a fake I'm fine to everyone I hug. But underneath the surface, when nobody can see, the trauma of the breakup is permanently on me. It's in the way I flinch when the phone starts to ring, hoping for your name, the happiness you used to bring. It's in the quiet moments when the facade finally breaks, and I'm left with the tenderness of all my heartaches. These are the bruises beneath the skin, the private silent places where the pain begins. They don't need a bandage, they don't need a doctor's care, just a constant aching reminder that you're not there. A silent map of every single word we left unsaid, every happy future lying cold and dead. You can see the colors, but they're deep and they're widespread, the bruises beneath the skin you left instead. A visible wound heals eventually, the skin repairs itself, but emotional trauma sits upon a different shelf. It lingers in the shadows, it hides behind the light, it stays with you forever, every day These are the bruises beneath the skin, the private silent places where the pain begins. They don't need a bandage, they don't need a doctor's care, just a constant aching reminder that you're not there. Silent map of every single word we left unsaid, every happy future lying cold and dead. You can see the colors, but the deep and the widespread, the bruises beneath the skin you left instead. Bruises beneath skin, where the pain begins. You can see the damage within. Bruises beneath skin. I kept it all inside, put a bandage on the pain. Thought if I held it long enough, it would stop the emotional rain. I built a wall around my heart, brick by silent break. Thought toughness was the answer, thought it'd do the trick to survive the final impact when you walked out the door. But the pressure built inside me, asking for something more, something real and honest, the truth I couldn't hide, a raw and open feeling I had always denied. And now I'm learning to bleed, learning how to scar, accepting the brokenness of who we are. It's an open wound now, no more hiding the flow of the deep and painful sorrow I have come to know. It's messy and it's ugly, it's everything I feared, but it's real, it's honest, just the pain that has appeared. I'm finally healing now, letting the damage proceed. Yeah, I'm finally learning to bleed. The antiseptic sting, the logic didn't help at all. It only hardened, surface built a permanent wall of I'm fine and I'm okay and I'll make it on my own. But I was just a walking top, I'm sitting on a lonely throne. The moment I stopped fighting, stopped trying to be so strong, is the moment that the truth came in where it's always belonged, in the deep and silent center of a heart that's lost its way, learning that the only path is through the pain every day. And now I'm learning to bleed, learning how to scar, accepting the brokenness of who we are. It's an open wound now, no more hiding the flow of the deep and painful sorrow I've come to know. It's messy and it's ugly, it's everything I fear, but it's real, it's honest, it's the pain that has appeared. I'm finally healing now, letting the damage proceed. Yeah, I'm finally learning to bleed. Maybe a scar is just a map of where the healing starts, a beautiful geography on broken honest hearts. The pain is the process, the tears are the ceiling washing out didn't end in fire, no explosion in the night. Just a slow, cold fading of the dying light, like a sweater in the wash, thread by single thread. Everything we built together started coming unsaid. A quiet sort of damage, a subtle creeping decay, stealing all the warmth and the color from our day. I couldn't point a finger at the moment it went wrong. It was just a quiet exit from my favorite song. It's the slow unraveling of everything we knew, the gentle silent coming undone of me and you. Every day a little looser, every night a little colder, a quiet lonely weight resting on my shoulder, not a sudden break, just the fabric losing grip, the slow sad sinking of a perfect little ship with just two loose ends. Now in the aftermath of the slow unraveling of our shared path. I found a single strand of yarn from that blue sweater you loved, caught on my favorite cushion, just a testament thereof, of how close we used to be, how tightly we were woven. Now just a piece of nothing on the solid ground. We used to be so tightly stitched, a beautiful design. Now I'm just a pattern I can no longer define. The seams are all exposed now, the internal structure weak. The truth we try to bury is finally learning how to speak. It's the slow unraveling of everything we knew, the gentle silent coming undone of me and you. Every day a little looser, every night a little colder, quiet lonely weight resting on my shoulder, not a sudden break, just the fabric losing grip, a slow sad sinking of a perfect little ship with just two loose ends. Now in the aftermath of the slow unraveling of our shared path. I try to tie the knots again, try to hold it fast, but you can't force a future on a love that didn't last. The harder that I pulled it, the more the threads gave way. A final quiet surrender at the dawning of the day. I guess some things are meant to be, some patterns have to end. A lesson in letting go, my former lover, former friend. It's the slow one. this house on solid ground, or so I used to think. Put a strong foundation right up to the brink of every dream we ever had, every promise made. We thought the walls were strong enough that the sun would never fade. But it didn't take a hurricane, no major natural event, just a quiet kind of shifting in the time that we had spent. A silent, subtle movement that I chose to ignore. Now the floor is uneven and I can't find the door. And now I see the cracks in the foundation, a quiet map of the slow devastation. It wasn't a sudden storm that tore us both apart. It was the quiet, slow erosion of the center of my heart. The walls are leaning inwards, the structure's giving way. A house of love collapsing more and more each day. Just staring at the damage in silent resignation, living in the wreckage of the cracks in the foundation. The ceiling started leaking, a drop here and a drop there, a little motion of water, damage we left to the air. We put a bucket under it, a temporary fix, ignored the deeper issues, ignored the simple tricks. To save a fallen building, to keep the structure sound. Now the timber's rotten and the dust is on the ground. I should have called the builder, should have tried to make it right, but I was too busy living in the artificial light. And now I see the cracks in the foundation, a quiet map of the slow devastation. It wasn't a sudden storm that tore us both apart. It was the quiet, slow erosion of the center of my heart. The walls are leaning inwards, the structure's giving way. A house of love collapsing more and more each day. Just staring at the damage in silent resignation, living in the wreckage of the cracks in the foundation. Maybe some foundations can be saved with heavy beams, but ours was built on wishes and impossible dreams. You can't pour concrete over a love that's lost its will. The whole thing has to crumble, it has to be still. I'll move the furniture out, I'll take down all the art, but the blueprint of the damage will stay within my heart. And now I see the cracks in the foundation, a quiet map of the slow devastation. It wasn't a sudden storm that tore us both apart. It was a quiet, slow erosion of the center of my heart. The walls are leaning inwards, the structure's giving way. A house of love collapsing more and more each day. Just staring at the damage, just staring resignation, living in the wreckage of the cracks in the foundation. Cracks and foundation, the end of the duration, just silent devastation. Cracks and foundation. I thought I had it handled, thought the healing had begun. The bandages were off, I was walking in the sun. The skin was growing over, a fine and fragile layer. A quiet, shaky silence, a whispered silence. just a reminder of the raw place where your love had been. And now I taste the salt in the wounds from every single memory, every painful tune, every I love you that turned into a goodbye, every single silent tear that I try not to cry. It stings and burns and opens up the damage done, reminding me the healing hadn't really begun. Just a surface level cover, an emotional facade. It's the salt in the wounds that still feel so hard. I tried to scrub you out of me, tried to wash the past away, but the truth is in the tenderness that lingers every day. They say that salt water's healing, the ocean soothes the soul, but the kind that comes from crying takes an entirely different toll. It reopens the damage, it keeps the pain so raw. It's the only real emotion I've ever truly saw. A physical reminder of the love that went so deep, a promise that the sorrow is a secret I must keep. And now I taste the salt in the wounds from every single memory, every painful tune, every I love you that turned into a goodbye, every single silent tear that I try not to cry. It stings and burns and opens up the damage done, reminding me the healing hadn't really begun. Just a surface level cover, an emotional facade. It's the salt in the wounds that still feel so hard. Maybe the sting is necessary, maybe the burn is good, a way to force the healing that I misunderstood, a way to make me feel it, to stop pretending I'm alright, to stop ignoring the damage in the middle of the night. I guess I'll let it burn now, let the salty water flow, the only honest feeling that you let me know. And now I taste the salt in the wounds from every single memory, every painful tune, every I love you that turned into a goodbye, every single silent tear that I try not to cry. It stings and burns and opens up the damage done, reminding me the healing hadn't really begun. Just a surface level cover, an emotional facade. It's the salt in the wounds that still feel so hard. Salt in the wounds, my heart is out to. The sting reminds me of you. Salt in the wounds, my heart is out to. The sting reminds me of you. Salt in the world outside is moving to a rhythm I don't know, a steady, easy beat where happy people go. But in the quiet of my chest, a different song is played, a discordant, broken music of the mess that you have made. It started as a duet, a beautiful, strong sound, the best harmony I'd ever made on solid ground. Now the melody is missing, the tempo is all wrong, just 1,000 broken pieces of our perfect favorite song. And I'm the conductor of a shattered symphony inside, a chaotic, painful noise I can no longer hide. The strings are out of tune, the percussion is a crash, every hopeful feeling turning into emotional ash. It's loud, it's messy, a permanent cacophony, the only music left now that belongs to you and me. Just a broken, endless performance, nowhere left to hide, the shattered symphony inside. the shattered symphony inside. The solo that you played was the most beautiful I knew. Now the silence that you left me is the only part that's true. I try to play the piano, the keys feel heavy now. Every note I hit reminds me of a broken vow. The violins are weeping, the drums just seem to pound. A heartbeat that is irregular, an unsteady hollow sound. The score is ripped in half now, the pages everywhere, a testament to the damage that you left within the air. And I'm the conductor of a shattered symphony inside, a chaotic, painful noise I can no longer hide. The strings are out of tune, the percussion is a crash. Every hopeful feeling turning into emotional ashes. Loud, it's messy, a permanent cacophony. The only music left now that belongs to you and me. Just a broken, endless performance, nowhere left to hide. The shattered symphony inside. They say that music heals the soul, can fix a broken heart, but how do you fix a symphony that's falling all apart? There are no missing pieces, it's just all wrong somehow. A cacophony of memory that's playing for me now. I guess I'll just conduct it on the messy, painful sound until a new soft melody can finally be found. And shattered symphony inside. The picture frame you dropped still sits upon the floor. Glass everywhere blocking the bedroom door. I should sweep it up, clear the mess away, but the broken pieces tell a story of yesterday. We were one perfect image, a seamless design. Now a million little sharp things, yours and mine, reflecting back a future that we can't hold anymore. Just a pile of wreckage on a cold hard floor. And I'm walking through the shards of us. Every step is pain, every memory a flux of what we used to be before the perfect break. 1,000 tiny cuts that my heart has to take. It's sharp and dangerous here in the aftermath of our love exploding on its intended path. Just these jagged little remnants covered in the dust, living in the wreckage of the shards of us. I picked up one small piece, held it to the light, saw your smiling face in the fragmented sight. It cut my finger gently, a small red perfect line. wreckage of the shards of us. Try to make it whole once more. Ignore the missing pieces, ignore the broken door. But the cracks would still be showing, the damage permanently done. A broken, sad reminder of the race we thought we'd won. I can't glue this frame together, can't put you back in my arms. Just living with the aftermath and all of its alarms. And I'm walking through the shards of us. Every step is pain, every memory of us, of what we used to be before the perfect break. 1,000 tiny cuts that my heart has to take. It's sharp and dangerous here in the aftermath of our love exploding on its intended path. Just these jagged little remnants covered in the dust, living in the wreckage of the shards of us.